Hello, I'm Colin McLoone and welcome to this week's Rewind That Track Roundup, where we're going to be bringing you the top music news from throughout the week. We're starting with house music this week, and Channel 4 is bringing out a brand new documentary online speaking about the origins of house music. The documentary was called I Was There When House Music Took Over and details the death of disco moving into the origins of house and its roots. The documentary details interviews with Nile Rodgers and Steve Hurley, and if you get the opportunity, we really recommend you watch it online. Maybe you're going to your first festival this year, or maybe you're moving away from that top 40 chart, moving into somewhere a little bit more specialist like Defected, or you're listening to Carl Cox's sets, and you really want to get to know about the origins of house. Watch this and you'll be able to be the pretentious one out of your friends. You'll know its roots and you'll know the whole ins and outs of the genre. Now, also in house music this week, legendary producer Robert Miles has passed away at the age of 47. Recognised for his 90s anthem Children, Robert was a household name in Ibiza and was at the forefront of the 90s clubbing scene. Robert passed away peacefully on Wednesday the 10th of May after a courageous battle with stage 4 metastatic cancer. All of our thoughts go out to his friends and family and loved ones, and his music will forever live on. Now moving on to garage news, and Artful Dodger are returning after 15 years. Now some of you might be thinking, hang on a minute, I've seen Artful Dodger recently. The original duo, Mark Hill and Pete Devereux, formed back in the early 90s and made classics like Rewind with Craig David and Moving Too Fast. They performed all the way through the 90s until 2001 when the original duo split. Then a bit of a weird one, back in 2001 MC Alistair and DJ Dave Lowe bought the rights to the name Artful Dodger. So they've continued to play out under that name for the last 16 years, so if you've seen Artful Dodger anytime during that time, they're not the original guys. But now the original duo are back under a new name, Original Dodger. Having undergone a name change, the original duo are jumping straight back into music with an 11-track album entitled Soundtrack. Moving on to grime now, and Stormzy has announced his full lineup for his very own #Murky Festival. 2017 has already been a mammoth year for Stormzy, but he shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. #Murky Festival is set to be held at the Ibiza Rocks Hotel and will feature some of the top grime artists around. The one-day multi-stage festival will be held on the 11th of July and will be hosted by none other than DJ Julie Adenuga. Julie is one of the lead DJs for Beats One, Apple's 24/7 radio station, and is also JME and Skepta's sister. The absolute raw talent that they have in that family is mad. Apart from the main man himself, Stormzy will also be joined by the likes of j-hus, Dave and Ray BLK. Now moving on to bassline, and Formula Records have just announced a new compilation due for release on May the 19th. Bringing together 13 brand new tracks from the Formula family. Expect huge releases from the likes of Champion, Tough Culture, Killjoy, JG, Pharaoh K, Fish and more. You can stream the album on Spotify at the moment, and if you want to have a listen, the link is in the description below. If you haven't already checked out Formula Records, it's the label run by none other than UK funky and bass pioneer Champion.
Champion Tone.
And finally on to festival news this week, and one company is offering the summer job of a lifetime, serving ice cream and spinning tracks. Yeo Valley have opened up an application for a duo to keep festival goers entertained all weekend long. One to DJ and one to serve ice cream, the company are offering the job with a £24,000 salary pro rata. A Yeo Valley spokesperson said that it might well be the best summer job ever, but the only people that will be considered will be those that can get the party started. That brings us to the end of this week's Rewind That Track Roundup. All the links to the stories will be in the description below, and if you could like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel and share the video with anyone you feel might be interested.